This first graphic depicts the spinal gateway and the spinal entrainment contact. It shows what would be an available spinal gateway as it would appear in the cervical spinal region. The circle is the spinal gateway. My finger gently tractions open the gateway and makes it available to be contacted. My other finger then enters the spinal gateway, which cues the brain as indicated by the yellow highlighted cerebrum perimeter. The brain responds by auto-assessing the spinal cord and its related subsystems to locate cord tension and related area subsystem stress. These are typical causes for pain and reduced flexibility of the body and mind. Once the brain locates the cord tension and subsystem stress, it will spontaneously initiate sensory motor strategies that release the cord tension and stress as depicted in the next graphic. This second graphic depicts the first sensory motor strategy to develop, called the breathing wave. The red areas depict lumbar and cervical spinal region, cord tension, and related area subsystem stress. The purple wave illustrates the breathing wave and how it moves. This wave travels from caudal to cephalad and back continuously until all phasic tension and stress is released. Ultimately, the patient's breathing rhythm and the pace of the breathing wave will become synchronous. The respiratory wave will not be considered complete until it travels from coccyx to occiput and back unimpeded. After the cord tension and related subsystem stress has reduced significantly, network spinal analysis care will progress as I then teach the brain to create another stress-relieving and transformation-inducing sensory motor strategy called the network wave. This second wave travels more often across the spine from left to right or right to left and is most associated with intervertebral joint oscillation and movement. Notice how this patient is gently rocking his cervical spine side to side. This is an involuntary movement orchestrated by an efficiently developed network wave and occurred spontaneously after the patient had completed a full breathing wave. The patient could stop the wave movement at any time, but wouldn't want to because he is releasing deep emotional stress rapidly, and his consciousness has shifted to a deep inner state of relaxation. In this graphic, I am initiating the network wave on a patient by contacting two spinal gateways, one on each side of the cervical spine. The network wave is represented by the purple wave on the right, and it is initiating the joint oscillation or vibration between the second cervical and first cervical vertebrae on the right. The wave will then transfer across the spine to the left and will initiate the second cervical and third cervical joint to begin its oscillation. Over time, the wave will become like a figure 8 or infinity sign, and the bilateral joints will oscillate continuously and synchronously. This sensory motor strategy results in the release of spinal and life tensions. A remarkable characteristic of the network wave is that it utilizes stored tension as fuel for healing and is associated with promoting the reorganization of the spine. In other words, it recycles the energy stored as stress and utilizes that same energy to create and augment the progression of the wave. After experiencing this wave, outcome studies consistently reveal the perception of enhanced patient wellness and quality of life. Isn't that what every patient wants for themselves deep down, and that all doctors wish that they could deliver? Research studies confirm that the network wave is a phenomenon and that it has all the features of a central pattern generator.